All right. We are back. African King Academy
Yes,
here
sir.
live for sports talk. But before we get into everything, let my co-host introduce himself. Go ahead.
There's not much introduction needed, to be honest with you. We've been doing shows together for time, King. You know what I mean. But at the same time, I've not gone on your channel enough, and this shouldn't be the second time I come on your channel. This should have been the 10th, 20th time I come on your channel, bro. But like I said, happy to be on here. Happy to talk. Happy to talk sports as always, man. Happy to talk. Just I can't lie. I love it because you know what it is. There's so many things you want to get off your chest. Like so many things going on in the week, you just want to get off your chest. You just want to say, you know, there's a lot going on in sports. There's a lot going on in football, transfer windows, basketball, Game 7 happening on Sunday, NBA Finals. So there's a lot to talk about, a lot to unfold, man. But let's go in sports in the building, and obviously, like, I hope you, man, are subscribing to King's channel. If there's any of you men in the chat, yeah, subscribe to King's channel. Make sure you guys get him to 40 subs. Yeah, 40 subs, 100 subs by next season, please. By next season, by the time next season starts, he better be at 100 subs. And yeah, you man, do your job and like the video and subscribe as well, people. Come on, big up to you, King, having me on, man, for real.
Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, um, actually, let the people know what channel were you on before this. Obviously, I was in the comment
Yeah,
section.
I was on SK's channel, so SKSC. If you man don't know him, he's a Chelsea fan from Boston. Yeah, he's a massive Chelsea fan, and he decided to message me asking if I wanted to go on and do a fantasy draft, and I said, you know what, I'm in. So I always accept invitations like this because you know what it is. You don't always get the chance from you don't always get the chance at times to go on people's channels and talk. It's it's a given, and do you know what? He sent me the invitation. I told him I'm in. Do you know? So I happily take it. He's a real one as well. He's a real one, and make sure you guys, if any of you haven't subscribed to SKFC, please go subscribe to SKFC. And we just did a fantasy draft. Go sub to him, get him to 120 subs as well, and get King as well to make that. I'm gonna post your channel in on my community post right now. So make sure you guys, if you're on my community post, if you scroll by, click King's channel and subscribe. But big up to you once again, bro.
All right. Well, we'll start with the world of basketball. Obviously, that's the big thing. The finals, Game 6. As we said, well, we know what happened. Indiana got the win. It's gonna go to Game 7 now. How did you feel about that game? How did you feel about Game 6? What
I
were your
thought
thoughts?
I thought OKC was gonna finish the job off, bro. I'll be honest with you. I thought OKC was gonna say, do you know what? Season's over. We're gonna finish it off today. Turns out, it seems like the NBA wanted Game 7, and they got a Game 7. They got what they wanted in the deadest fixture possible. I hate to be this guy that hates on things, yeah, often. But I'm sorry, this is the worst NBA Finals I've ever watched in my life. Genuinely, I know it's going to 7. I know it's going the distance. This is the worst NBA Finals I think I've ever watched in my entire life. This is worse than 2019. The 2019 NBA Finals at least had a good game in Game 6. At least had some close battles towards the end. This is just like, two teams I never wanted to make the NBA Finals. And I'll be honest with you. I didn't expect the Pacers to make the final. I didn't expect OKC. OKC maybe I kind of expected them to. The fixture itself, I didn't. I said, you know what? No, not the fixture I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be Celtics versus OKC. I thought it'd be the Celtics in the NBA Finals. I thought it'd be the Cavs or the Celtics in the NBA Finals. To be fair with you, the playoffs have disappointed me, King. Let me just say it straight up. The playoffs have really disappointed me. We expected, or at least I expected, a Lakers Warriors semifinals. Steph Curry went down with an injury against Minnesota. Warriors got eliminated. Butler got injured. Celtics versus Knicks. Tatum goes down with an injury. Celtics get eliminated. Cavs versus Pacers. Cavs get bounced. Injuries. Should have been the Celtics Cavs conference finals. All I wanted to see was a quality semifinals and a conference finals. The teams that I expected in the conference finals, I'm sorry, they've completely let me down. Let me down completely. So, no matter what you guys think of the Pacers, no matter what you guys think of OKC, this is not the finals that I wanted. And I wanted to end. And Sunday, whoever wins, kudos to them. Move off this NBA season and just get into the off season because I'm bored. I'll be honest, King, I'm bored. I need the season to end. For real.
No,
I
understand
wish
it.
it was my team. I wish it was my team in the finals, but listen, it's what it is. I can't say much about it now.
Yeah, you want a more competitive game. But at the same time, even though OKC is the better team, the way they played in that final game was terrible. The amount of turnovers,
Awful.
or game 6, the amount of turnovers.
They might have missed shots as well, bro. They couldn't even hit a three.
Yeah.
They hit 1 3 in the whole first half.
Yeah, they were putting up tour dates really with their shooting, and the fact of the matter is, and even this, there was a moment where it was like 5 minutes when neither team scored. It felt like a WNBA game. Just how bad it was in terms of the shooting, but I don't know. I feel like for me in terms of OKC, I just think they let themselves down. I think they got overwhelmed with the situation. This is the thing where I understand when you say you need experience, because experience gets you through some moments. OKC with the lack of experience, I think they panicked. I think they panicked in the way they played.
Only experience is Caruso. That's the only guy that's experienced there. and in the Pacers, you got Neesmith, who's been in the finals with the Celtics, right? And you got Pascal Siakam, who won with the Raptors in Game 6.
Yeah.
And do you see the makeshift project? They posted something out, right? And this is hilarious. Pascal Siakam has been involved in the game with the worst injuries ever. Have you not noticed this?
I swear.
2019 NBA Finals. Was it Brunson's injury? Not Brunson's injury. It was one of the injuries, bro. But I kid you not, like it was the fact that he's been involved with Durant, Thompson's injuries. He's been involved in games with horrible injuries, man. Even Victor Oladipo when he was there with the Raptors, man, career-ending. So I don't know, man. Some Pacers doing some voodoo shit. I can't lie. So, some voodoo stuff going on there. But honestly, you know, I think Sunday will be hopefully. You know what? Hopefully, it'll be a good game on Sunday. As much as I don't like either of those teams, just hope it's a good game on Sunday.
I have a feeling it's going to be an OKC blowout. I just think the way they lost the game, the way they didn't actually play. Even SGA himself said that they were terrible, and the turnovers were just ridiculous. Turnovers, bad shooting. It was just a bad game.
Turnovers by SGA alone.
Yeah, if I need to find these stats because it was looking. It just for me for our finals, the quality was not there in this game.
Let me share the link to my pals so they can tune into the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. 21 turnovers by OKC. 21 turnovers.
Unbelievable. 21 turnovers as a team.
Yeah.
In a closeout game in Game 6.
Yeah.
They made the Pacers look like prime Celtics, bro.
Yeah. And then the 3-point shooting 8 for 30, 26% from free.
Bro, they made us OKC made the Pacers look like the Celtics of last year.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
Yeah.
Bro, Halliburton was scoring half-court shots, bro. He was just knocking him down from everywhere. So easy game for them, man. Pacers force Game 7 is what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, the bad shooting and the turnovers, that like 26% from free as a team, 21 turnovers. Yeah, you're not gonna win a game playing like that. And yeah, I just think OKC just did not turn up for this game. Now, is it a thing of them wanting to win for their home fans? Maybe. But at the same time, this could be their only chance because you never know what happens next season. SGA gets the wrong injury. certain other things happen, you may not get this opportunity again. So I feel like for both these teams, I feel like you can't afford to play that poorly
Yeah, 100%.
to that level.
And that's
Yeah,
the problem. Like, I think the NBA kind of forced things at times.
yeah,
It's kind of scripted at times, in my opinion, because we all know that the NBA wants a Game 7. We know that this is not the finals matchup that everyone wanted. Everyone wanted like a Celtics Lakers finals. Let's be honest with you. Celtics Lakers was a projected matchup.
yeah. Or at least
Us-
Celtics OKC or Cleveland OKC. Like at least
Yeah,
good level
you know,
basketball.
the finals matchups could have been Celtics Nuggets, Celtics OKC, Celtics Lakers. Maybe not the Lakers. I'll be honest with you. The Lakers had a bit of injury issues. I'll be honest with you. They had a bit of fitness issues. It wasn't Luka Doncic. It was LeBron James. Like that couldn't. And Austin Reeves couldn't buy a bucket as well. Big up to you, SK, man. Yeah. So like I said,
Big up.
people, this was the channel I mentioned earlier. Subscribe to this guy. Yeah. If you're in the chat, subscribe to SKFC. He did a fantasy draft earlier, and I was there. King was in the chat. So get him to up to 120 subs if you can. And yeah, big up to SK every single time as always, man. And I'll definitely catch up with you again very, very soon. But yeah, as I was saying, man, the finals matchup's possible. Yeah, the Clippers had a chance as well. If the Clippers stayed healthy, Kawhi Leonard and if James Harden was consistent, bro, they could have been in the conference finals at least.
Yeah, they lost to the Nuggets, didn't they?
It's just the Clippers have hope every single season, and the Clippers should fall short for some reason. I don't know what's up with the Clippers. I'll be honest with you, bro. But I kid you not.
I just think they came up against a better team in the Nuggets. I just think
They're
that was
cursed.
one of the closest.
One of the best first round matchups you could possibly ask for. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I think that was one of the better matchups, really.
Definitely. And the Nuggets, I just think the Nuggets were slightly better. Yeah, you're right. I think the Nuggets were better. I just think, look, what could have been this year? Celtics Lakers, Celtics OKC, Cavs OKC, Cavs Nuggets, Celtics Nuggets, or whatever it is. The finals matchups that I listed right there, potential to be one of the greatest seasons ever in playoffs history. This is one of the worst. People say one of the best. I don't think it's one of the best at all, bro. It's one of the worst I've ever seen. Hardly any Game 7s. Yes, we're having a Game 7 ending to the season. But did I want this finals matchup? No. Nobody did. It's not, bro. And people are trying to lie that it's one of the most watched NBA Finals Game 1s ever. No, it wasn't. It was one of the least watched Game 1s ever. It's one of the least watched Game 1s ever, bro. Yeah, the Clippers out there. They did.
Yeah, they did. The Clippers. If the Clippers got through, I reckon I would have. I had them going all the way because I feel like that was the best Kawhi I've seen in a while when it came to the Clippers. But yeah, I just think with this finals as well, I just think there's no star power to it. That's the problem as well.
That's the problem. No star power.
SGA is a rising star. Halliburton is that middle point. He's not a superstar. He's just a star. Like there's no talent where you're like, oh, I want to go and watch him.
Yeah, there's no hype around Tyrese. But if he was playing for like the Lakers or the Celtics, like for example, then there would be some hype because he's playing for the biggest franchises. Because he's playing for the Pacers, there's not much hype around the Indiana Pacers. Nobody really supports the Pacers apart from the people from their own state. So that's why. To be fair, yeah, they haven't. You're right. They haven't looked as dominant. You're right. The problem with OKC is their inconsistency this playoffs. Bro, our team would have smoked them. He's a Celtics fan as well, by the way, SK. He's a Celtics fan as well. Bro, he's a Celtics fan. The last year's Celtics team is smoking this year's OKC team. I'm not trying to hear anything else from anybody, bro. We're smoking this OKC team, bro. Even this Celtics team this season, if we made it to the finals, we're beating this OKC team. If the OKC Thunder did not show up in game 1 and 2, it's over. It's over. Celtics are gonna clutch up in game 3 and 4. It's over. If you make mistakes against the Celtics, if you do 21 turnovers, you said 21 turnovers against the Celtics team, bro, you ain't winning. Yeah. The Celtics gonna knock out because once we go up the other end, we're knocking down a 3. We're hitting a 3. we're gonna play good defense. We're gonna hit a corner three. We're pretty much demoralize them to the point where they're like, it's over, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. This OKC Thunder team, if they win the championship, they deserve it because they've been the best team. But at the same time, they've not looked the best team. They have been the best team, but they've not looked at the best team. If you know what I'm
They've
trying to
been
say.
inconsistent. They've been inconsistent. There's been games where they've looked good, and then there's been games where they've looked
The
bad.
regular
It's
season
like
record
it's like
doesn't say
here or
the,
there.
the regular season record doesn't
Big up,
say
big up, big up.
Yeah, big up Arian. Big up to you, bro. I sent you the post, so that's why he's here. I told him that we're live. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to King's channel as well, people, while you're coming in the building. Big up to you. OKC offense stalls too much when SJ doesn't play. I agree with you. Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet. Like, where's
Oh no, don't get me started on Lou Dort. He was breaking up threes in that game 6.
He was 50% from 3-pointers this whole playoffs. Plus,
Yeah.
this is the worst performance I've seen from Lou Dort.
Yeah,
Bro,
man. OKC was building a wall with their bricks. I'm gonna lie to you. They were building a wall for Trump. That's what they were doing.
It was the third little pig building a brick house so the wolf couldn't blow it down.
Exactly.
3 little pigs, man. If you guys know, you know. Best fairy tale story ever. If you guys know. But as I was saying, like, the OKC offense, right? I'll be honest with you. Like, the inconsistency is crazy. Like, without SGA, yeah, they you're right, SK. They look absolutely dreadful. And I'll just say this right now. I thought after Game 6 it was over. Sorry, I thought after Game 5 it was over. I said OKC winning this in 6, because the way they destroyed the Pacers in the fourth quarter, it was over. The turnover from the Indiana Pacers is crazy, bro. The amount of turnovers this year in the finals is insane from both teams.
Unreal.
From both teams teams really. Because if you go back to last year's finals, I don't even think the Mavericks turned the ball over this much.
No, they didn't. But I just think it's been poor quality overall. I think these finals. I think they've been. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Going with Pacers and 7 for Arian, and then what did also refunded they can't handle. Yeah, TJ McConnell. I ain't gonna lie, he's been balling. TJ McConnell.
How do you not defend TJ McConnell? One of the best defenses in the league. OKC, and you can't even contain TJ McConnell.
Yeah. But they were just poor. Game 6, they were poor. Every aspect of the game, where it came to the defense, offense, turnovers.
They just wanted a Game 7, King. That's what they wanted, bro.
I don't know. I don't know what they got hypnotized, or the wrong team came out. I felt like their powers got taken away, by the Monstars for that one game, like Space Jam. The powers got taken, because that's what it felt like. It didn't feel like OKC that I've been watching for the whole season. It felt like a different team.
It felt like a team where, like, you know, it's their first finals, it's their first deep run in the playoffs, and the inexperience is starting to kick in now. Yeah, for both sides, really.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. There's not much experience in both teams. There's as you said, Siakam and
Funny, bro. I think OKC might be better than Pacers, right? But the Pacers have more experience if you actually deep it.
Yeah, because what they have Siakam. Who else do they have? They have TJ McConnell. They have
I think TJ McConnell played in the NBA Finals with the Suns, if not mistaken, as well. Did he play in the NBA Finals with the Suns? I think so. I think he did, right? He definitely played with the Suns in the NBA Finals. I think he did. SK, correct?
Sure.
He must have played in the finals with the Suns. He must have. But if you look at it as well from this side, Neesmith, Celtic. He played with the finals with the Celtics, bro.
Oh yeah, Neesmith as well. Yeah, definitely.
Neesmith, and also OKC and Indiana have both lost NBA Cup Finals. To teams that have lost in the first round of the playoffs. So inexperience is really starting to kick in now.
100% it is when it comes to that.
Starting to kick in now, because Indiana Pacers made the conference finals last year. OKC have not made the conference finals with this team at all. They've never made the conference finals with this team. Only Caruso has been deep in the playoffs, but even he's never played in the finals in front of fans. He's never played a playoffs in front of fans like that.
Yeah.
They were playing like a proper playoff in front of fans. And Caruso's a very, very good player. I rate Caruso very, very highly. I don't know why he's not rated by many people, but he's a very, very good player. He's a very, very good on-ball defender, and he's a very good scorer as well. But the thing is, right? Like he played with the Lakers, he played with LeBron, he played with AD. So, but he played in the bubble. But even then, you still have to play under pressure with the finals. So you still gotta win it, and he won it. So there's only two players in both squads that have won the finals. Rick Carlisle won the NBA championship with the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. I think he was the head coach that won the Dallas Mavericks NBA championship in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. And he was also part of the Boston Celtics team as well that won the championships. He and Larry Bird are co-working together. I think Larry Bird's part of the board in Indiana. So Indiana have the experience there. They've got the men around them to win a championship.
Yeah,
But
they are. Yeah, they do.
But Indiana are not better than the Celtics or the Cavs or the Bucks when healthy. I'll just be straight up with you guys. They ain't better than all these guys healthy. They don't beat us in the let's say this. Both teams healthy, Celtics are winning. Both teams healthy, Cavs are winning. Easily.
Oh yeah, but of course when it comes to health, but that's the thing. That's the craziness about the playoffs. It's never about health. It's about who's available at the time. And I feel like with Indiana, because you need to be healthy when you play up against them, or need to have some because even New York when they face them, I feel like that's why I didn't like Thibodeau because New York got overplayed so much that it was to the point where they were tired. So I feel like Indiana is the type of team where if you give them an opportunity or a chance, they're gonna take it, and that's what happened in this game 6. Is that OKC gave them a chance, and now you're gonna have to have one more game, and then it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Do or die. It's been do or die territory since Game 6, but since I think it's only been 2 do or die games in the finals this year, which is crazy because the NBA trophy has entered the territory now. It entered the territory after Game 5 because Game 6 is where the OKC could have sealed it. But now it's open for both teams now. It's an open game now. It's anyone's game now. So it's Game 7. But OKC in Game 7s, have you seen OKC's Game 7 records in recent times? And at home as well. Have you seen it? Unbeaten in 7. So, but at the same time, I ain't writing off Indiana, bro. I am not going to write off Indiana.
Yeah.
They're the clutchest team in the league.
True. I feel like it's going to be up to OKC to start quick, to actually have their shooting fingers on the trigger. You'd be able to hit some threes. Because I feel like that's the thing. And they're going to have to be more careful with the ball. I think they can't afford... Yeah, they can't afford... Also, they've got the fans backing them as well. They can't afford to turn over the ball like they did. Because the way they turned over, it was... You know what it reminded me? It just reminded me of that they just got so nervous that they were just giving it away. And it was like... It should have been a worse... It should have been a worse score. And the Pacers should have been... If it was any other team, I think it was... If it was a Celtics or a Cavs, I think they would have been up by 40.
We're scoring 140 points on these lot, bro.
Yeah, just based on that game alone. So
we're winning by 80 points, bro. Honestly, if that's the game that we played today.
Yeah. So I just think OKC was just... It's one of those one-off really bad games. But the one-off bad games, you can't afford to have it in the finals. Because then you give the Pacers hope. Give the Pacers hope.
Yeah, but I reckon OKC wins this in 7. This year, this is the year of sports surprise, expect the unexpected, underdog and news stories. Obviously, both teams chasing their first championship in franchise name. No, OKC are not chasing their first championship. They're chasing the second. Obviously, relocating and renaming, rebranding. They'll be the second championship.
First is OKC though.
First is OKC. But yeah,
the
Lakers won 5 with the Minneapolis Lakers. So then we don't count those as Minneapolis. We count those as Los Angeles. So they'll have 12. So yeah, first is OKC, but then this could be the first for Indiana Pacers too.
Yeah.
But I reckon OKC in 7. I won't be obviously we won't be surprised if Pacers win in 7, but I reckon OKC wins 7.
Yeah, OKC. Oh, well, the thing about it is that OKC need to play a lot better than they did in that game. A lot better.
Yeah.
And they can't afford to play like that at home. Because the worst thing you can do is to lose the finals at home. That would be a big mistake.
OKC versus Boston, who's winning it?
What in
Finals this year?
I don't know, because it will be a different type of game, and it'll be you with it. Let's say you did get through, you would be out without Jason Tatum, which would be a big miss. But if you had Tatum, then you would win. I'd think I'd have you as favorites, but without Tatum, no.
What if Porzingis started becoming healthy and started knocking down threes like he used to, and Drew Holiday, Rick White, and Jaylen Brown?
That's a lot of ifs. I don't think Porzingis is ever going to be healthy again. That's the issue.
Okay.
I think you do have other good shooters in terms of Pritchard. I like Derek White, so those guys you can rely on. Drew Holiday defensively was solid, but yeah, you can't rely on Porzingis anymore.
I'm a bit mad at Pritchard. I can't lie, because do you know what it is, bro? He won that 6th Man of the Year and didn't turn up in the playoffs. It kind of disappointed me in a way, because I expected more from Pritchard in the playoffs. I expected more from him. I expected a lot more from him in the playoffs.
In what games exactly?
In the next
games did you?
In the next games, because the Magic games, it was like it was one man traffic, pretty much.
Mm.
Well, it was one way traffic. We were gonna handle them anyways. The next series was when we needed him. The bench points. Where was Sam Hauser when we needed him? Where was Pritchard when we needed him? Cornette turned up for one game. Luke Cornette turned up for that one super game. That was it. But
I'm looking through these games. Pritchard didn't play too bad.
No, he didn't. But I expected more from him in like the games where we needed it. Like, for example, game 3, he turned up.
Mm.
But game 4, game 1, game 2, where was that?
Game one, he was all right. I think it was game 1 was Porzingis who didn't turn up. To be fair, is Porzingis the one that you should be looking at as the one that didn't turn up at all? Really?
Because we could have won those games by 20. Because we could have won those games after being up 20 points, bro. And that's what really disappointed me. And the head coach really let me down as well, because you have all your timeouts, man. You have all the timeouts in the world to use it. Take it or lose it. And you didn't decide to use your timeouts, and that's what costed you.
Yeah.
You just want to let the players play. You want to let the players figure it out. It's not going to happen in the playoffs, my friend. It's not going to happen in the playoffs. In the regular season, okay, fine. But in the playoffs, you can't just let them figure it out if they're struggling and they're losing momentum. That's the one thing, bro. This is why I'm questioning Joe Mazzulla as a head coach, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if he's good enough anymore. Last season, this team just kept hitting 3-pointer. It wasn't really Joe Mazzulla.
Mm.
Joe Mazzulla didn't need to do much. He didn't even assemble this team. It was Brad Stevens who assembled this team. Brad Stevens could have been on the in charge, and we would have won the championship easily. Because this other team is just too good not to win a championship. We won the championship, and Brad Stevens built this team. And I'll be honest with you, Joe Mazzulla was the biggest issue why we didn't win this year. Your timeout.
You reckon so?
The lack of timeouts, the inability to not manage games, the rotations, your late substitutions, your non-Tatum minutes.
Mm.
The lack of organization is very, very poor, man. Tatum is, bro. You bring Tatum back so late in the fourth quarter. You bench him for at least 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. That they can go on a run.
Yeah.
You bring it back in like the 4 minutes. What is it? How much time does he have to play? He doesn't have much time to do everything, bro. There's not much time left. There's not much time left with 4 minutes to 4 minutes to go. There's not much time left. You can't make much of an impact. And you just keep hitting three. Keep breaking the threes. What's plan B? Can't drive to the basket. When we drove to the basket, we scored. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This is why I blame Joe Mazzulla, because he did not. He literally at the start of the season said, "We're gonna die. This team's gonna die." So I don't like that. I'm already questioning his attitude. I'm already questioning his mindset. What is your thought process with that? This team's gonna die. Means he's not looking for a championship. Means he knows his team's gonna be done. This is why I don't enjoy sarcastic interviews. I don't enjoy sarcastic press conferences. I'll be honest with you, I don't, because it doesn't make sense, some of the things he says, and I don't know, man. I don't think I'm questioning him as a coach now. I don't think he's the right guy. I think we need to move him on.
Do you think if you had kept Ime Udoka and that incident,
the year before, we're winning against Denver. We were gonna go back to the finals, and we were gonna beat Denver if Ime Udoka was ahead.
Do you think you win multiple with him?
Yes, 100%. Ime Udoka wins the championship back to back. Yes, he wins. If Ime Udoka was head coach of this team, he wins back to back easily wins back to back, and he wins the one before last year as well with Marcus Smart, Robert Williams. He wins that one too, because we went to two unnecessary game sevens. Games 1 and 2, I can look at the conference finals against Miami Heat up by 13, threw it away in 2 of those games, and the Miami Heat went 3-0 up. Ime Udoka doesn't let that happen. The Celtics were down twice against the Miami Heat the year before that. We came back. We forced Game 7. Heat forced game. We won Game 7 by 4 points. You see how good of a coach Ime Udoka is. He doesn't take no bullshit. He calls the timeout when he sees it. He doesn't waste time. He's straight on the point. And that's what I miss from him. And that's what I miss. I don't know why the Celtics decided to fire him. It didn't violate team rules, in my opinion. I don't know what he did, right? But I'm sorry. It should not have anything to do with basketball. It's off the court stuff. It doesn't violate team rules, in my opinion. It is what it is. But I'm not going to look at it now. I'm just looking into the offseason and be like, we can build a good team. We can still be a good team. I'm not going to say tank. I'm not going to say Celtics should tank. Nah. We're not going to tank. I think the Celtics team should just be looking at fifth seed in the East and be like, do you know what? We'll take it as a decent season. Make at least semifinals minimum should be okay. And then next season when Tatum comes back in, ease him back in, build a good team that's already ready to play around him and contend again right away. Once Tatum comes back, we're contending right away again, in my opinion. So that's all I got to say about the Celtics.
Oh, I feel that. It will be interesting. It'll be interesting next season what happens with the Celtics. Obviously, my team is the 76ers.
You'll be fine next season. I think you'll be okay next season. I don't think you'll be contending for the finals, but I think you'll definitely have a good team, good enough for the playoffs for sure. You ain't missing out again like last year. I think this year you just had a lot of injuries. It was unfortunate for you guys. I'll be honest with you. You have a very good young team, very solid young team. You got Jared McCain, Lonnie Walker, you got Yabusele. All Yabusele is 29. He's still a good player. Got Joel Embiid if he can come back fit. Paul George, I don't know if he can stay consistent. Tyrese Maxey. And you've got a good team, bro. I'll be real. You have a good team, and you have a good draft pick this year. Listen, if you guys draft, wait, are you guys second overall pick?
Third.
You could draft Ace Bailey, bro, and you could be good. You could be good, bro.
Yeah, it's about keeping Embiid fit. I think if we keep Embiid fit, no back-to-backs. Get McCain back. Obviously, Maxey. Get a good third pick. Bring in Ace Bailey or someone or that quality. And yeah, I think next season will be a minimum playing team. I think late playoff. So probably below you, maybe in the 6th, 7th spot.
I reckon we'll be a top 3, top 4 team still next year, because in the East, if you look at it from a standpoint, are the Pacers going to be the exact same team as they were this year? I don't think so.
Yeah, they will.
They're eventually. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think they got at least 1 or 2 more seasons before they have to move people on.
Okay.
There's always a short window. It's like a 3-4 window where then you eventually have to move guys on. So I think they'll be up there next season. I think Cleveland will definitely be up there. Knicks will be up there. So
I don't think so.
I think they will.
I think the Knicks are done.
No, they're not done.
I don't think they're done in terms of as a team, but I don't think they're making the conference finals next year.
No,
Because
not conference final, but they're making playoffs
I think no,
because the East
I
isn't that strong.
I hear you. That's not what I meant. I meant like in terms of making it far again. I think the Knicks are not going to do that again next season. I think the Bucks will improve. Definitely improve. The Bucks will definitely improve. Giannis is staying, so I don't think Giannis is going to go anywhere. I think Giannis will be there. I think you've also got let's say, what's it called again? You got the Miami Heat, who are just, I don't think they'll be great. I'll be honest with you. The Miami Heat still have to draft well. They still have to rebuild.
Yeah.
Charlotte, not yet. I don't think they're ready, in my opinion. Pistons will be good. I think Pistons will be decent. They won't be.
Pistons will still be up there.
I think Pistons will be a playing team. They'll be seventh seed. I think they'll be 7th seed, just below you guys. I think Sixers.
No, I think they'll be above. I think they'll be above us, to be honest.
No, I think you guys. I think if you guys are healthy, you're better than the Pistons. I think the Celtics will be top 4, top 5, just around there. Even without Tatum, I think we should be okay still.
Yeah. Also, Magic healthy will be a different team.
Yeah, I think Magic will be about 5th seed. I think Magic will just be about below the Celtics, just below. I think they'll have a similar record, but just below. I think in terms of overall, I think Cavs will finish on top again. I think Cavs will take the East by storm because once they're healthy, you know how good of a team Cavs are. The Bucks, I reckon the Bucks will be around the Celtics. The Bucks and the Celtics will compete for the 4th seed. I think the Knicks and the Pacers. I think the Knicks will finish above us, but I don't know. I still think we have a good team. You know, I don't mean to sound biased. I don't mean to sound like delusional. But if we can make decent, reasonable trades, we should be okay. Because Pritchard, White, and Brown are really, really good scorers. You already have Atlanta. I don't see them doing next year. I'll be honest with you, because they might need to make moves. They're making moves, bro. And Trae Young might request a trade soon. He might not be there any longer. Might be gone.
They got rid of Hunter to Cleveland as well.
I don't see the Hawks being the exact same team as they were. So yeah, like I said about the Celtics, man, I still think we'll be a good team. I don't know what you think, but I think we'll be a good team. But I don't think we're going to contend for a championship until Tatum comes back. When Tatum comes back, we're contending again, in my opinion. It just depends on the moves we make, and if we make reasonable moves that are good enough under the second apron, moves that are good enough that can help us get back to where we belong. You know what I mean? Contending for the finals again. Because I reckon this team is still good enough. Brown, White, Pritchard. You know, you got if you get a good center in, if you get a good point guard in, if you can get a good or you can get a good backup point guard or whatever it is, you can draft well. We should be okay. I reckon this team is still good enough. So just bar Tatum, we should be top 3, top 4 in my opinion. Just about there. Still competing with the Cavs and the Knicks. Don't be surprised if we make the conference finals, because I still think this team's good enough to make the conference finals. But in terms of
when does Tatum come back? Is he expected back end of the year?
The timeline was apparently 8 to 9 months, so apparently by February. But what we're recommending is he sits out the rest of the season just to ease himself back. It depends on him as his condition. I'm not his medical guy. I can't tell him if he's ready or not. He needs to know if he's ready. So he could be back next season still. But if I was the doctor and if I had to recommend him, I wouldn't recommend him to come back next season. I'd recommend him to come back at the following season. But if he's ready and fit, then we bring him back into the team, and right away we're contenders again. Even if we finish 4th, 5th seed, because at the end of the day, seeding does not matter. It depends on how you get through in the playoffs. Look at the Pacers, where they finished this year. They finished 5th seed.
Pacers were in the East. They were the 4th seed.
Yeah, you don't need to be top 1 or top 2 to be in the finals. The Bucks were 3rd when they made the finals. The Heat were 7th when they made the finals. So it doesn't matter where you finish. It depends on your run. It depends on how you do in the playoffs. The
You need to
playoffs
be healthy.
Exactly. Just need to be ready and fit. But that's all I gotta say. I love to dream, but listen, I love my team, man. Trust me. I always want to dream about the finals. I always want to dream about winning it again. But I'm not. I don't think we'll win it again. I don't think we'll win it next year. But don't be surprised if we make the conference finals and lose to one of them. Cavs, Knicks, or Pacers.
It depends what that depends. With the playoffs, the one thing I've noticed about the playoffs is whoever's healthiest. That's the thing. So it's
Yeah.
just about getting yourselves ready for the Mavs. Need to improve. I think they see like and potentially Mavs is going to be an interesting one.
I think KD goes to potentially the Spurs. I think KD goes to the Spurs.
I don't know if I'm Spurs, I don't think I'd do that. Honestly.
Nah, playing with Wemby would be good. You need someone like KD alongside Wemby. Because Chris Paul, for me, I like Chris Paul. He's a decent player. Unlucky not to win a championship, in my opinion. But I don't know. I just think you need you need a role player. You need a solid role player alongside you. I think KD would be great alongside.
I think he's too much money. That's the thing. If I'm a team upcoming, I'd rather just focus on draft picks and just improve the team slowly. Because if you look at OKC, Cleveland, your team, how did they become good? Picks, trades, but not for superstars, just for guys that can do a job.
I'm going to say something controversial, King. The Celtics did not build a team around Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
What did they build it around?
Al Horford. Don't forget, he was there when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown was drafted. He's come back. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have become superstars in the NBA.
Yeah.
He came back. He became the Celtics starting center.
I don't know what happened. Disappeared. We'll wait till he comes back. CP3 is very unlucky. It is a shame with CP3. I feel like he's gonna be one of those guys that just never got the chip they deserved. Your Charles Barkley's, your Allen Iversons. So it comes like that sometimes. Oh, he's back.
I don't know what happened, bro. It just randomly kicked me out.
I don't know.
I literally was just talking. I didn't even press a button. It just randomly kicked me out. I'm so sorry. So as I was saying, Al Horford came back. These two guys were superstars, and the Celtics won a championship. He was the captain. And he was the leader as well. Don't forget, he was kind of the leader of this team as well. So we kind of built the team around Al Horford at the same time because Marcus Smart left.
Yeah.
Rob Williams left. Al Horford, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown were the only OGs remaining from the 2016-17s.
Yeah.
So we kind of built a team around Al Horford. At the time when we signed Al Horford, he was from Atlanta. He was a superstar when we signed him. So this is why I say Al Horford was. We kind of built a team around Al Horford too, not just Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. It was Al Horford.
He was the linchpin, but then you added the extra piece.
He was a part of why we won the championship because you need a leader, a veteran like that in the dressing room. You need like someone who's been there in the NBA for a long time, been competing for years. In my opinion, it'd have been better to go out on the championship, but I liked Al Horford's dedication. I really love his dedication, and he wanted to stay and wouldn't go back to back. I think he believed we were going to go back to back as well, and I like the belief in this team, man, because we've been collabing for a long time, man.
Big up Hugh anyway.
We've been collabing for a long time, Hugh, but it's cool. But as I was saying, as I was saying, like we. But this is what I'm saying. You need like a leader like Al Horford in your team, someone who's been there. Like it'd have been better to go out on a championship, but at the same time, I think he believed we're gonna go back to back. And I like the belief in this team. I like the belief that these players have because they believe that we're gonna go back to back. Unfortunately, things did not go to plan with the games 1 and 2 happening in the semifinals. But listen, shit happens. You bounce back from it, and this is why I trust the Celtics team to do it. I trust Brad Stevens because we have an organization, we have a guy ready to make moves when needs be. Because in my opinion, right, the Celtics will not tank. The Celtics should not tank. If you tank for a draft pick that busts, you've just wasted a whole season. You've just wasted a whole season tanking for a draft pick that will not work. So there's just no point in tanking.
True, but I think you've been really good with your picks and really good with your trades. So I don't think
No,
you'll tank on purpose. I just think you'll tank if necessary.
no, I think, do you know what it is with Brad Stevens? He can trade down in a draft. And the Celtics, do you know what the Celtics have done? We didn't actually tank to get Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. We didn't tank. In my opinion, we didn't actually tank to get those two players. We actually traded. We actually sold them off the Brooklyn Nets. We traded for them. We traded for those picks. So this is what I'm trying to say. The Celtics can trade for picks. We've made insane moves in the past. I won't be surprised if Brad Stevens pulls off an insane trade in this offseason. I will not be surprised if the Celtics one day trade for Giannis. I won't be surprised if the Celtics decide to trade one day for I don't know, like a Tyrese Halliburton, for example. Oops. No worries. King will be back in a second. But make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel, people. Make sure you guys get King to 40 subs while you can. Like I said, King is very, very undersubbed. King is currently at, 33 subs? I think you're at 33 subs. 35 subs. 5 subs needed, people. Come on. 5 subs needed, guys. Come on. 5 subs to get King to 40.
Yeah, 5 away from 40.
Come on, people.
We can definitely get there. We can definitely get there. But
yeah, as I was saying
about Celtics.
Yeah, as I was just saying, like Brad Stevens can make an insane trade someday, and I won't be surprised, because he's done it before in the past, and he's made some really, really crazy trades. He's made some big trades like I didn't expect. I didn't expect him to trade for Drew Holiday. I didn't expect him to trade Marcus Smart. He's made those trades. He won us a championship. Brad Stevens was the reason why we won a championship. Brad Stevens brought Al Horford back. Brad Stevens was the coach where Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was drafted. So he's the reason why the Celtics even built this team to win a championship in the first place. So without Brad Stevens, the Celtics would be nobodies in this day. So credit to Brad Stevens, honestly. Brad Stevens is
one of the best in the biz.
He has to be. And if we trade for a good draft pick, it won't be from us tanking. It'll just be us making a smart move while still doing the business. Because the Celtics made the conference finals before drafting Jason Tatum. Don't forget, we drafted Jason Tatum after making the conference finals. So I won't be surprised if we make a good draft pick. I won't be surprised if we all of a sudden make a good draft pick. Pritchard was a stud. Pritchard was a good draft. Rob Williams was good, although injuries. Neesmith was a success. Desmond Bain was a success. Same time, I'm looking more towards this season as if we have to build a team good enough for Jason Tatum to come back in and help us. But I still think we'll be a good team. But that's all I have to say.
I think next season will just be whatever happens. I think it'll be more likely be the season after when Jason Tatum's like fully back. But yeah, it's not really. Game 6 happened. Terrible game 6. I'll be honest with you. Probably one of the worst games of basketball I've ever kind of watched in the finals, per se. Game 7 this weekend. We'll see who goes through to that. And then when AEKAVIN's back, we'll switch it up. We'll switch up to something. We'll switch up to a team he probably doesn't trust as much as he trusts his Celtics. A team that doesn't make the right moves. And we're moving to a sport that what I like to call foosball, aka football, transfer season, Club World Cup. My team Chelsea's playing right now, so if I'm a bit distracted, I'm watching them at the same time. Obviously, transfer windows opened again. Ooh, that was nearly a goal. Anyway, I feel like with you know what's funny when it comes to football and basketball, it's very similar in the aspect of if you make the right decisions, if you make the right choices, your team becomes good over time. You can see that you need a good ownership, you need a good board, you need exactly foosball, exactly Brazilian style. You need a good ownership. You need a good board when it comes to any sport, and especially
I heard all that.
yeah. Obviously, we're coming from a good team, so
I
it's
know.
one of the best in the
I know.
NBA to one of the
I
worst.
know. FC United, Manchester. Sorry, I had to step away for a bit. I had to go take a Gaviscon because acid started to, all of a sudden just randomly shit happened. So
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I had to go take a Gaviscon real quick, and yeah, that was it. I'm good now.
But no, United though. United. We're moving on to
I
football.
can't lie,
United.
bro.
How are you feeling about United at the moment? Obviously, you got in Cunha. You're looking at Mbeumo. You're looking at Gyökeres.
Good signing. Cunha is a good signing. I want someone who wants to play for the badge rather than the money, and Cunha is one of them. Cunha will be one of them for sure, in my opinion. I think Cunha will be a good signing. If we can get Mbeumo over the line as well, that's, for me, I'm already very excited about that attack. Whether we sign a striker or not, I'm excited about that attack already because we already have Xerxes who can score goals. He was starting to pick up form before the injury as well. So I'm excited for Xerxes, and you have Ahmad as well, so it can link up play. You need technical players to link up play. When you take Højlund off, when you take Garnacho off, you start bringing these technical balls on like Kobe, Ahmad, Xerxes. Then you have Cunha and Mbeumo. These are technical ballers who can link up play very, very well. So I'm excited for that. But nothing to be excited about until United show it on the pitch itself. And you better sign a striker, Gyökeres, or someone that can score goals. I don't care who. I need someone that can bag in goals. Osimhen is available. Get Osimhen in. He was available last year. Should have got him in last year. He was available the year before. Should have got him in the year before. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. Market opportunities. You have players like Theo Hernandez available at left back as well. Quality player. Mike Mignon available in goal. Quality player. These are market opportunity players that United should be going for. Players that are in their prime. Theo Hernandez, one of the best left backs in the world right now. Mike Mignon, the best goalkeepers in the world right now. Go and get these guys in for cheap market opportunities.
Good prices as well. Good prices, good wages.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And the wages won't be an issue as well.
That'll be the easiest thing, wages.
Bro, if we can get these guys over the line, Theo Hernandez, Mike Mignon, get a striker and get Mbeumo in, get a ball playing midfielder, get Edison from Atalanta or something like that. Bro, we're contending for top 4. All of a sudden, I'm looking at top 4 already.
100%. I don't know top 4. That's
no, because if you get a
good there, boy,
quality goalkeeper in and a good left back in, like that can go up and down the pitch with a striker that can score goals. Cunha and Mbeumo can link up, but the one missing piece will be a midfielder like Edison.
And then also you got the bench as well. You have to have a decent enough bench, and also you got a lot of other guys who got to let go. But big up Rasta Stocks.
Yes, Rasta. I'll be live with him. I'll be live with him in literally under 11 hours. I'll be live with him in 11 hours, people. So make sure you guys tune in to my channel, AN Sports. What was the right back that I
could get the best out? Do you think that's true? Xerxes could get the best out of Cunha?
Yeah, he could, but I would much rather bring him off the bench and you bring in a striker.
Bro, play for the Bradge. No, not top 4. Rasta doesn't think top 4. He's a United fan as well.
I'd only say top 4 if you get in a Gyökeres.
Maybe top 10?
No, like I said, only if we get the players I listed. If we only get Cunha and Mbeumo...
Wait, list them. So what do you need?
Striker. Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Mbeumo.
Yeah.
Theo Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Mignon. Edison from Atalanta. And there's this right wing back. I forgot who it was. It's a right wing back. He was I'm forgetting who it is.
What team?
Right wing back. I'm forgetting right now. Hold on. Let me have a look actually. Right.
Ariane saying top 6 push for United. Top 6 push.
Possible. If we get the signs that I listed plus this right wing back that I'm gonna find.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The only thing I would say this is you have to look at what other teams are doing as well. Obviously, when it comes to the top 5 that are currently, you've got my team, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Newcastle. Then you got to compete with the likes of Villa, your Brightons. Actually,
Yeah.
let me go back to the let's see. Okay, let's see. If you want to get top six, you're gonna have to be better than. Wait, what was the
Because
table for
don't
last
forget
season?
we don't have European football as well this year. We've only got one game a week, while most of the clubs that are ahead of us have European football. So that could
That
be
is
some.
that is true. That
So
is
that
true.
so that could help. I'm looking at maybe hold
Six
on.
was Villa, seven was Forest. So you could definitely finish seventh ahead of Forest, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford, Fulham. But all these
Oh,
type of
I remember his
teams,
name now. Bring in Arnau Martinez from Girona. I'm telling you guys, this guy is a stud. Arnau Martinez from Girona is a stud. Bring him in. Bring him in. He is a ball. He is a good player. Arnau Martinez
that might be a difficult one to get.
from Girona though. Not maybe not. They escaped. They barely escaped relegation, bro. Girona.
Not a good team now, and plus they're a part of your rivals. They're part of the
I,
City Group.
I hear it, but we bought players from City Group before, so I won't be like because the thing is with Girona is the City Group are apparently going to sell Girona. I think from what I'm hearing, they might need to sell Girona. They might need to. Girona is not. I don't think they fully own Girona. I don't think they fully own them. That's the
No,
problem.
they fully own them. That's part of the it's part
They
of the
do,
group, City Group.
but
Yeah, they
but but
fully own
even
them.
but even then, like I said, I want players like because bro,
Oh,
we waste
47%, 47%, and they were only
yeah,
16th last season.
and bro, we we wasted Donny van de Beek's career because he was a good technical midfielder as well. I liked him a lot, and
Oh yeah, from the Ajax Academy.
we wasted him, bro. He was such a good player as well. We wasted Sergio Romero's Europa League career, bro. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was an issue at United, man. Trust me, he was a massive issue at United. People don't want to realize this, but he was a massive issue. He was a
What, who,
huge,
Ollie?
yeah. He was a huge,
Yeah,
he was a huge issue.
him and Ten Hag collectively brought your team back at least 10 years.
Standards wise, they had zero standards in terms of winning.
Yeah.
Yes, Ten Hag won 2
Ollie was
trophies.
everyone's friend, you know, Rashe and
I
and
didn't like that.
Anthony.
Mourinho, if these players weren't too soft and they listened to Mourinho, we'd be contending for league titles back to back to back to back.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
where they play, if they play, how they play.
See how they play, where they play, if they play. Football heritage.
Heritage, yes.
But
But
this
let me put this up. Top six in the FA Cup. I think that would be a perfect season if you get
no,
sixth in the FA Cup.
not a perfect season until you win me a League Cup as well. I want a cup.
Oh, you're asking for a bit much, you know. Keep the levels at least to.
We were in we were in 2 cup finals 2 years ago, my friend. 2 years ago, we were literally in 2 cup finals. I'm not even joking. We were literally in the League Cup final and the FA Cup final in the exact same season. So I listen. I can ask for it.
I want us to get Baleba Wharton.
Yeah, Baleba Wharton would be a good player. Do you know if United were serious, right? We go to Aston Villa and inquire about Morgan Rogers.
I don't think he'd go to you. If he's gonna leave, he's gonna leave to a Champions League team.
Do you know why I say that? Because Villa, if we offer Villa 60, they'll accept it. I'll tell you why. Villa are under PSR hugely, massively.
Oh yeah. But they probably try to sell. They'll sell you Martinez for overpriced. They'll sell you Martinez for 40.
but I wouldn't take Martinez.
How'd you feel about it? I mean, Martinez. Would you take him?
No, Mike Magnon's the guy. I'm telling you right now, he's the guy. Mike Magnon is the guy. I've been watching.
You wouldn't take Martinez.
I've been watching AC Milan for years. I'm telling you right now, Mike Magnon's the goalkeeper I want. He's the perfect goalkeeper I want. He's a perfect replacement for David De Gea. We haven't replaced David De Gea, bro. No, that's shit. Excuse my language. He's crap.
No, man, that's all good, man. That's passion. I like that. But Baleba would be good for you. I think he's the kind of he reminds me of that Casado, that Kante type player.
Would be solid. Who do you think's better for us, Baleba or Wharton? Because I'd say Wharton might be decent.
I would get both. I don't think Ogata is good enough. Me personally, I agree with him in the fact that Ogata is not good enough. Them two as a complement of each other would be perfect.
Yeah, because Sorry. Go. No, finish.
Because Baleba is like for me he's like he would be the box to box guy, and Morton would be like the register kind of like scanning long balls. I think both of them would be good.
No, but you see the issue is right. Sorry, finish your point. Finish your point.
No, go ahead.
I was
Should
just
put it
gonna
up
say
there.
we used to nick players off of Premier League clubs, the best Premier League clubs.
Yeah.
Like we used to go to Arsenal, take Sylvester from them. I think we took Sylvester from them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We took Van Persie off Arsenal. We took
Yeah.
Juan off you guys. We took what's it called? Matic off you guys. We used to take the best. We used to take really good players. We used to take Berbatov from Spurs, Carrick from Spurs, who from Newcastle again? I forgot. We signed someone from Newcastle. I forgot who it was. We took Teddy Sheringham off of Spurs, I think. We took Andy Cole off Arsenal. People forgetting Andy Cole was playing for Arsenal. Yeah, he played for Arsenal. Don't forget that, people. He played for Arsenal for a bit, right? We took Roy Keane from Forest. We took Ferdinand from Leeds, Rooney from Everton, Tevez from West Ham. We used to nick all the best players off of Premier League clubs, King.
And yeah, that was when you were at your Pompers. Yeah, that was it.
And we were winning, bro. And we won the league. That's what we need to do now, King. We need to go back and take the best players of Premier League clubs. So starting with Brentford, I'm looking at Mbeumo straight away. That's one guy you need in your team right away. Goalkeeper, go to Fulham and take Bernd Leno. Very underrated goalkeeper. Very underrated. Or even go to Forest and take Matt Sells.
Yeah, Matt Sells is quality. He's a quality keeper.
Go sign Milenkovic from them. Go and nick all the best players off of these clubs. Go to Crystal Palace and take Wharton. Brighton and take Baleba. Go to what'd you call? Go to who's a good player? Everton and take James Garner, who was once our player, by the way. I never wanted him to see him. Never wanted to see his back. I never wanted him to see him go. I never wanted him to go. I always said he was the guy. I said we promoted him. He looks good. Keep him. Don't let him go. And we sold him to Everton. He's a good player, man. I don't know why we let him go, right? Or take Branthwaite or whatever it is. I don't know, right? Go to Sunderland. No, not Sunderland. Not Sunderland. My bad. Go to Leeds and take Wilfred Gnonto off them. Go and nick the best players off of their clubs. That's what we used to do, King. We used to go win Premier League because we nicked the best players off of the clubs. Combine them all in the team. That's a good team, bro. That's a team competing for the league. Because Man City took Mateus Nunes from Wolves. Man City took John Stones from Everton. Man City took Kyle Walker from Spurs. Man City took what was another one? What was another player they just signed? They just signed Aitnuri from Wolves.
Yeah.
Bro, this is Man City are doing the same things what we used to do. They signed the best players from Premier League clubs as well, so why don't we do the same? Arsenal used to do the same. Chelsea used to do the same. I don't want to see Bruno Fernandes play for Manchester United ever again. I'm sorry.
It looks like he's going to be in the pivot, which I don't think is a good thing, me personally. What do you think?
Be in the 8. Shouldn't be in the 8.
Martinez over. So Arian's taking Martinez over Mannion.
Manion's better. Martinez is a piss take.
I don't know where would it. Maino would be a good 10. He'd be a good backup 10. I think that's his perfect position.
He's the left 10. Do you see where he gets most of his GA from? From the left-hand side of the 10. FA Cup final goal, left side. Goal against Liverpool, left side. The goal against Wolves, left side. The goal against Lyon, left side. The goal against what was it again? The goal against what's his team again? FCSB, left-hand side. You see what I'm trying to say? He was the best player coming from the left-hand side. Yep, Mourinho would have kept players like Ander Herrera, the club roster, but we let Ander Herrera go on a free to PSG. and failed to give him a new contract. I don't care that he was 31. He was such a good player, man. Liverpool getting Guehi now.
Yeah, that's a good deal. That would be a good deal for them.
Ten Hag's helping them get them because he's signing Kwanzaa from them. So Erik Ten Hag was one of the worst things that ever happened to United.
Yeah.
But
Mateta would be good as well as another striker.
I don't want Mateta. I'll be honest with you. Mateta's.
But you need two strikers though. With Mateta would be perfect backup. I
agree. I would bring him in. I'd maybe look at who's this Fulham striker? Oh no. What do you think of Beto from Everton? Do you think he's a good player? Beto?
No, I don't think so. I think in terms of strikers, when you're looking at, in terms of number ones, you're probably looking at Osimhen, Gyökeres. When in terms of number twos, Mateta, Strand Larsen was good. He's a good striker.
But then again, Wolves have all these guys, but they can't even finish. They can't even crack top half.
Yeah, but there's good, as you said, there's good players in every team. It doesn't matter where they finish. Even in Ipswich, we got Liam Delap. He was good. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes where a team finishes isn't down to the individual player. It's down to the team overall. You can get good players from these relegated sides or these teams coming up. Like even Burnley coming up, their goalkeeper, James Trafford. That would be a good goalkeeper.
I completely forgot. Antonio Valencia from Wigan as well. We used to take Antonio Valencia from Wigan, and he was a baller, bro. Antonio Valencia was a great player. Yeah. People don't know. Antonio Valencia was a class player for United. Stayed for multiple managers as well.
Wissa as well, yeah, definitely.
Damsgaard, Norgard would be good as well. But yeah, I'm looking at because even Mark Flecken's gone. So Brentford are really, really clearing out their whole team this year. I can't lie. They literally, bro. I reckon they might go down. You know, I reckon Brentford are gone because they're literally clearing out everyone, bro. They're literally everyone, all their best players. The manager's gone too. The manager's even gone. So I don't know, man. I think it's done for Brentford. I think they might be young. And Semenyo going to Spurs, bro. Bournemouth is selling big players. They're selling. Kirke's gone. Semenyo's going to leave. Howson's gone. Kepa's now gone back to Chelsea, going to Arsenal now. You see what I mean, bro? These clubs are not serious, man. They have decent seasons that they can't even keep their best players.
Yeah, they have. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm watching my team. We're losing 2-1, and this Nicholas Jackson guy committed one of the worst challenges I've ever seen. We're down to 10 men because of him. You know, I get pissed off. When people say we don't need another striker. Like this Jackson Don isn't good enough. He's never been good enough. Like for me,
bro,
I miss the days. I miss the days when our clubs had multiple strikers. You used to have 4 men.
Is this the Daniel that scored the right back? This is the Daniel that we all know, the one that played for Real Madrid, Porto, Real Madrid. This is the Daniel that we all know who it is.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's that.
Bro, I kid you not, right? I said I won't be surprised if Flamengo got something out of you guys today, because look at South America. All the teams in the Club World Cup in South America are undefeated right now. Unbeaten. And it's continuing. And I told you in the preview we weren't going to win the group. I told you because we have fools. I won't be. The thing is, right? Don't be surprised if because Corinthians beat you guys as well in 2012. I hate to remind you, but Corinthians beat you guys in 2012 as well in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So this is what I mean. Like these, bro. People say the Brazilian leagues is nothing compared to English league, but the Brazilian leagues is where all the best Brazilian players come from, bro.
They have the thing about the Brazilian teams and South American teams in this tournament, and I've said it a lot of times. They have the passion. They care. These European teams are taking it like it's a holiday break, but these Brazilian teams, they're not to mess about with, and we've learned the hard way. And I knew we were going to learn the hard way.
Brazilians are pure football. Man. The Brazilians are pure footballers, man. They're actually like pure football players.
Yeah, man. Some of the greatest of all time.
They actually care, bro. Brazilians actually care for sport, and that's why I want clubs to go look at Brazil You know, that's why I want the clubs to go look at Spain. These countries care about football. England, sorry, England
100% South American teams are underrated. Yeah, they are.
clear of England as well. Clear of England, clear.
I used to love watching Brazilian football back in the day when it was like on Channel 5, or it used to be on
Which
like Channel
which
4 or 5 in the middle of
which
the night.
which team did you used to watch?
I don't remember the team. I was young them time. This was when it was when I only had like 5
Bro,
channels. You'd be
PSG
like up
lost.
at 1 a.m.
PSG lost 1-0 to Botafogo.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, these South American teams they got good quality. They're good defensively. They can hit you on the counter.
I
Yeah, man.
I said 2-1 Flamengo today, and no disrespect to Chelsea, yeah, but I just thought Flamengo was just they're looking good, man. They're gonna continue. They're going to continue the trend of South American teams dominating in the USA. And don't forget, they're
They
on their
did
side.
they did it because we have a terrible goalkeeper. Well, a shit goalkeeper. I'm not gonna use crap. Absolute cheeks. The worst
Mm.
goalkeeper of all time. I'm tired of this man. And a striker who's an idiot who got sent off.
Why didn't Chelsea just pay the money for Mike Maignan and bring him
I
in?
don't know. See, this is the thing about our teams and our boards. They don't care. American boards, American owners do not care. And you know what the funny thing about Liverpool is they're spending all this money now, but I guarantee for the next 4 or 5 seasons they ain't gonna spend niche.
Think,
They're just gonna
think
build the team and then just gonna
I
leave it.
despise, I despise FSG, bro.
Yeah.
I really hate FSG with a passion because they just trade away the Boston Red Sox best player to the team that they're playing this weekend, the San Francisco Giants.
Mad. That's crazy.
Rafael Devers is now gone, and the Boston Red Sox are depleted. They just traded away the best player after giving him an 11-year contract,
Yeah.
a lifetime contract at the Boston Red Sox, and he's gone. I hate FSG with a passion. I hate FSG.
It's no offense to Americans, but your owners suck. I swear down. Give
Not
me an
all
Arab. Give me a Russian.
No
I'll
owners are
take them.
bad. Ryan Reynolds is a good owner. He's a very good owner. Obviously, he has American citizenship, but he's not American. But he has American sort of connection. But he's a good owner, man. Ryan Reynolds is a very very good owner, man. I ain't gonna deny
Yeah,
it.
he's Canadian. He actually knows what football is, though.
Bro, Wrexham,
That's a passion project for him, though. I'm talking
Wrexham,
about I'm talking about the billionaires. Look at our
yeah,
clubs.
of course.
Look at Arsenal.
Bro,
Look at Liverpool.
bro,
Like, come on, man. They're not serious.
why didn't the Premier League just turn it all down, man? Why didn't the Premier League approve of it? The Premier League should have disapproved of the Glazers in the first place. They should have analyzed the Glazers' ownership of shit. Man, Fergie, bro, I love
Yeah,
you.
they've had all the stars in the past.
Man,
100%.
Fergie, I love you, but
Adriano,
Romario.
Oh, Romario. Yeah, man. Adriano.
Romario.
Yeah, the names. That brings back
Man,
good memories.
Fergie, I'm sorry, I love you, but you've ruined my club, man. You've ruined my club as much as you made it great. Because you should
He
never.
left it in a bad position under Moyes. That I would say that he left it with a
He never
bad
should have
team.
left it for Moyes. He never should have left it for Moyes. He should have left it for like a Pep or a Jose, who was available at the time, or even Ancelotti, bro.
Maybe and left with a better 11. He should have rebuilt the team one more time before he left, because he left it in such a bad condition in terms of the
Do you know
the players he had at the point.
Do you know the one manager that I was so excited to watch was LVG? I thought the good days were coming back finally.
Your fans didn't have patience for him, though.
No, it wasn't the fans. It was the board that didn't give him what he wanted, because he got the signings. He got the amount. The signs we signed actually quite a lot of players on the LVG. We signed a lot, but the problem was we didn't sign the right profile of players. Schneiderlin was not the one I wanted. I didn't want Morgan Schneiderlin. I didn't want players like that. I wanted Paul Pogba, bro. Under LVG, we signed him a year later with Jose, right? We should have gone for Arturo Vidal, these type of players. We should have gone for these big dons. We qualified for Champions League already that year. We were already in the playoffs. At the time, it was fourth place was playoffs, right?
Yeah.
You sign all these guys. You sign, for example, you go and sign. You should have competed for Man City for Kevin De Bruyne at the time. You should have done that. Should have done that at the time. You should have gone to compete for. Should have gone to sign these big name players. Should have tried to keep Di Maria while you at it, but we failed to. We should have gone to sign these big name players. Should have tried to bring Gareth Bale before Real Madrid did. You know what I mean? We had these players. Cesc Fabregas. We should have gone for these big name players, bro. The days of Carrington, the days of young players at the time, I'm sorry, you weren't going to get the best out of the young players at the time. It was dominated by world-class players, and world-class players, I can name you plenty of world-class players at the time. Yes, Klopp left it in a strong position, and people say, Arne Slot wanted a Klopp's team, but Arne Slot was the one who managed the team. People are saying, I hear Arsenal fans saying Arne Slot wanted a Klopp's team. So what? So what? He won the league, and you didn't. You know, it's all well coming second every single season and try to make it out as it's a good achievement, but you're not. But
second again, ole.
Yeah, second again, ole, man. Second again, ole. You man are the bridesmaids. The next year, you guys are gonna be the groomsmen.
He was a good signing, Marshall. He just got injured too much.
No, yeah, Martial was a good signing. At the time we signed him, he was a right winger and a striker, but we made him a left winger, and I don't understand why we did that because he was good. He was a good goal scorer, man. And people are saying Martial, right? Anyone's saying Martial was a flop. No, he wasn't a flop. Come on, he wasn't a flop. He was worth the price tag. Let's be honest with you. He was worth it. Just injuries kind of took him away from football.
He was a flop-ish. I think it was a flop in the sense of he didn't live to what he was meant to be.
I thought, no, because it was a flop in terms of what he was brought in to win, maybe. Yeah. But in terms of what he did, the goals, bro, the 2019-2020 season was one of his best seasons I've ever seen.
Yeah. That's still funny he had a Ballon d'Or clause, I'm gonna lie to you.
No, he won because he won the young player of the year award. He won the Golden Boy. That's why. Martial won the Golden Boy. Because he cooked Arsenal in the round of 16 of the Champions League. That's why. Arsenal got the easiest team, yet they still lost in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Arsenal was a joke back then, but they're still a joke now. You know, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. But so you expect top 6 and a trophy. That's what you want for this season for United.
Can I be honest with you? I'll give you my expectations once this transfer window is over. Because I at the moment, as things stand, I can't really give you an expectation. It depends on the transfer window itself. But if we get the players I listed, all the players I listed, yeah. Let's say we get like Arnaud Martinez, and let's say we get like a center back in, a left back in. Like let's just say we get all the guys that I say we get: Theo Hernandez, Mike Mignon, Gyökeres, and Buemo, Edison from Atalanta, right? All these guys in. I expect to compete for top 5. If we don't, top 8.
100%. And you're right. Because
the players you bring in are good enough to compete for top 4. I'll be honest with you. We have one game a week. There's no excuses anymore, King. You know what I mean?
100%. The first 10 games is going to decide whether he becomes a success or not at United. And yes, Slot does have credit to getting these players to that level.
And people are complaining about the fact that we're playing all these teams in the first 10 games. We're going to play them at some point anyways. Why complain about it?
Yeah.
We're going to play Arsenal at some point anyways. It doesn't matter if we play them in the first game of the season. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't matter if we're playing them in the first game of the season, bro. We're going to play them at some point anyways. It doesn't matter when you play them. You're going to play them eventually. So, I don't know, man. I just...
It'll be interesting. You'll see what business you get done if your owners actually back the manager properly, get him the right signings he needs to play a good style of football.
The thing is, bro, like I'm giving him until December to see how he does. Because the first 10 games, right? If you could still be within fine margins, the first 10 games are still fine margins. I'm not gonna say he should get sacked after 10 games. If we, for example, we're 15th, but we're literally 4 points off of 3rd. That's fine margins. I'm not gonna say that's over. If we're 15th by December, sack him. I'm giving him until December. You might say 10 games. I'm giving him until December because after 10 games, it can still be fine margins because teams will still be within touching distance of each other. It's still early doors. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. How do you think about this as a signing? Wait, let me. SB10, left wing back.
Not for me. Theo Hernandez is literally right there. We should get him. 20 million, 30 million.
If you can't get Theo Hernandez, would this be a good alternative?
I would go look at maybe I try and sign Robinson from Fulham.
That would make sense.
Or yeah, because Kirkes is gone. Aitneri's gone Man City. We might as well pick Robinson from Fulham. Or Murillo from Forest.
Murillo's a centre back though.
Who was their left back again? I forgot. The left back that they played. Because
Every guy that plays both, Ole he's available for free.
Because this is what I'm trying to say, man. You need to go and get the best players from the best clubs. You need to get the best players from you need to go get the best players from these clubs, man. You need to go and nick these players off of Premier League clubs. That's what we used to do. That's how we used to win. Roy Keane from Forest, Ferdinand, Cantona. We used to nick Andy Cole off. You used to go get Teddy Sheringham. Go and get the best players from the leagues. Cunha is a good start. And Buemo's the next. And go and sign maybe a left back from them, or try and sign a midfielder, or try and go look elsewhere, and bring them all in as a package. And if we bring them all in, top 4. All the players that I listed, 1 game a week, so I expect top 4. If we don't get all these players, I'm looking at top 9, top 8.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But I think we'll end it here. It's been a good chat. Football, basketball.
You sure don't ask me about more sports? I'm sure there's a lot more.
I don't think there's anything else that we can talk about.
F1 in Thailand.
Okay. I forgot. You reminded. See, this time you reminded me. All right. 2028 Formula 1's coming to Thailand. Or possibly, is it 100%?
The Thai Prime Minister or Thai officials went to Monaco to talk to the F1 officials about it, and it's happening. I can almost confirm to you, bro, that it's happening.
All right. So how do you feel about it? But before we go, how do you feel about it? Let me know.
It's 28 years too late, bro. I'll be real with you. Too many years too late. Thailand should have been one of the most obvious locations in the world for F1, because you're going to places like you're going to places like Austin, Texas. I'll be real with you, Bangkok, Thailand is way more famous than Austin, Texas. I'll be real with you.
It's an American company though, so they're gonna have a lot more American shows. That's why they have free.
No, 100%. But at the same time, like, I'm looking at Thailand as one of the main destinations in F1, because Thailand has one of the most tourism levels in the world. We've got one of the biggest tourism levels in the world, and people love to visit Thailand because the place, the culture, everything, the history. You know, bring F1 here would not just improve tourism, it will improve the economy big time, because our economy is dead in the mud right now. We are dead. Our economy is literally the worst it's ever been. So, honestly, bro, if you bring in F1, you bring in these, you try and bring the NBA, try and bring these sports, try and upgrade, railway system, bro. We're set. Thailand is set. We're set, bro. But the only issue I have with it is it's gonna be a street circuit, and my question is, where is it gonna be at? Because either we're talking the north of Bangkok, or either Rayong, Pattaya, because Buriram is the motorbike racing track. Because what they have is the motorbike racing. It's the motorbike racing, right? They have the motorbike racing. Yeah, I wouldn't look at that track as an F1 track. I'd maybe look at Pattaya and maybe like, do you know what? You're racing by the beach. Imagine watching F1 on the beach. Imagine standing on the beach and watching the F1 cars drive past you on the beach, and seeing you go around downtown Pattaya and seeing, like, the street circuit. Because, bro, I'm telling you right now, yes, it's a street circuit, but if we're looking at overall, it might be one of the best things that could happen to us. Genuinely, I'm telling you, don't do it in Bangkok. Do it in Rayong, Pattaya. That would be one of the best things. That could be literally the best thing that could happen to us right now. So, like I said, too many years too late, but it happens. I'll be there. I'll hopefully be there.
I want to be there too. I'm gonna lie to you. That's I need to. I need to
100%,
get
bro.
Formula One.
Get your ass over here, man. That's all you gotta do.
But anyway, I think
Good
we'll
chat.
finish it from now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pissed off. My team's losing 3-1.
3-1.
I'm angry right now. Yep.
I'm sorry. Nah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I'm pissed off, man. Jackson, you're a fool. Sanchez, you're a scrub. And then this club starts acting serious in the transfer window. Yeah, man. Long season next season for Chelsea right now. Be honest with you, but we'll talk about that in the future videos. I've got my Club World Cup series, so when we talk about this game, yeah, you'll hear my full thoughts about it. But this has been Sports Talk with AEKAVIN, aka AN Sports, and we're gonna be out.
Make
Peace.
sure you guys subscribe to King's channel. Subscribe to my channel. I'm close to 335. Yeah, make sure you guys get him to 40 subs as well. Yeah,
100%,
your
100%.
way out. I'll leave a like right now, but leave a like on the way out, and make sure you guys leave your comments in the chat. We'll definitely be checking it out, and I'll definitely have King on. Don't forget, King's back on for the NBA Finals Game 7 preview on, was it Saturday night? Sunday night? I think Saturday night.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
So we'll be back. Transfer window talk, King will be back on for that, and we'll have shows across the week. We'll plan them all, but yeah,
some Club World Cup shows as well. We'll see what we can do.
100%. But it's been a good talk, man. It's been a good talk. I really enjoyed it, man. Really good to get things off my chest, man. I had a lot of things to say, man. Really, from truly, I enjoyed that, and I apologize if I spoke too much, or if I interrupted, or at times.
No, man. That's your passion. Yeah. That's your passion about Boston, about United. That's what we need on.
But I appreciate you.
100% real, 100% talk, and yeah, we're out.
Take care.
Bye bye.
And you also Glazers out.
100%.